to the Fit 2 series. Today we'll be talking with the two-time NCAA champion, Pan American gold, Olympic and Commonwealth silver medalist, world-class athlete, big-time cheater in pool, my chalk for the day, Andretti, the Dream Bain, who's going to talk to us what it means to be fit to dream.
Hey Jane, I'm doing great, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, you know, this is like our fifth game, and it's 3-1. So I'm just saying, so we can show them how we've been doing all morning.
There you go.
And I make sure it happens. We can see. Yes. So, Andretti, before I deal with you again in the pool, right? Oh, next time.
Good man. Next time. You got
stay with Simon, this pool table. Tell us about your fitness journey, my brother.
My fitness journey started at the age of 5. I fell in love with track and field. You know, I had an uncle, Bernard Young. He used to run, was very good at running. Table open, by the way. Very good at running. And I always used to see his medals and his trophies, and I always said that I wanted to be like him. And of course, I was inspired by our Bahamian Olympians. And you know, I took it into, I was pretty good at primary school level, did pretty well at the high school level, started to get even better once I started to take track and field even more serious. I was able to go off to All Roberts University on a full athletics scholarship, and that's where I really started to work towards becoming that Olympic athlete, or that Olympian, that world-class professional athlete. And so yes, I've been doing it ever since, putting my age out there. That's what, 30 years into it.
Okay, but you look good. You must say you don't drink.
No. But so that was the fitness journey basically for me. I enjoy it. Outside of being an athlete myself, I enjoy helping persons get in shape, get fit. I love it. I'm a competitor at heart, so I love it.
When you say competitor, normal competitors really don't try to take advantage of people. Can you explain to the audience what your pool house rules are before we continue?
Okay, so for anyone who was invited here, right? House rules always dominate.
You all listen carefully.
So, of course, we call ball in pocket.
Of course.
Okay. Now, the biggest difference with any rules anywhere else and here is that, let's say, for example, you are shooting this ball, Jay. Okay, if you did not call this ball, and this is your ball, this comes back to the center of the table.
Say no more.
If this happened to be my ball, and you send the ball in, it goes back to the spot where it was prior.
And that spot was against this ride.
You know, I was trying to sneak it, right?
Well, say,
but
it's my shot. What you getting ready for? Calm down.
I thought I got that.
No.
But the whole thing behind the house rules is that you earn every shot you take.
It's no more. So, like, how you gonna earn this cut-up?
Well, last time I checked, what are we? 1-on-1?
We'll go with that.
Okay then. And the first one was an exhibition that I allowed you to win.
So, Andretti, there has to be some trials and tribulations by being a world-class athlete. I know it doesn't come easy. I know it's a lot of hard work. Was there ever a point in time where you was like, you know what? This ain't for me, man?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge I faced my first year in college. You know, I had this dream, I had this desire of being this professional athlete. I saw it happening. You know, I left Nassau in 2003, and I was basically the best quarter miler we had here. Third best coming out of the Caribbean. And 11 straight down. And for me, you know, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going into the US collegiate system, the Division I system. I should be able to pick up where I left off here. And I went there and I told the coach straight up, like, this is my plan. I intend to be an NCAA champion. I intend to be an Olympian. I intend to be a professional athlete, all that good stuff. You know, and I had a reality check. And my coach told me, you are about 4 seconds away from all of that. And in track and
4
field, you know, that's
seconds?
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went there running.
This ain't a marathon, this is the 400
Exactly.
meters.
I went there running 47 seconds. History has shown to be a collegiate NCAA champion or professional athlete, you had to run 44 seconds, right? And of course, you know, the guys were into 43s, so you had to be thinking 43s and 44s. And it's just short, you know, you're scared to shoot on camera.
Oh, go ahead, okay. I was trying to pay attention to your story, you know, but okay.
And you know, so that was an eye opener for me. That I had to work harder. But in any event, you know, I felt like I was up to the challenge. I started working and working and working. And the strange thing is, I went there and I felt like, okay, this is the hardest I've ever worked, my freshman year. And I went there and I qualified for the NCAA championship meet. But I was a time qualifier, so I wasn't accepted into the meet. So of course now that was a little, you know, that was a little disappointing for me because I felt like I've worked hard. I couldn't see myself working any harder. And I still didn't make the meet. Anyway, long story short, I came back the next year and I said, okay, I learned from last year, I'm going to be able to work harder and harder again. And I went there, and this time, Jay, in my sophomore year, I qualified for the meet and I made it into the meet. However, I didn't make it into the final. So now, you know, they're starting to play with me because I'm thinking, hey, I'm working extremely hard. Even though I'm seeing the incremental increase or improvement, it's still not
But you
where
want to see that big time jump.
Correct. So anyway, I came back my third year and I'm saying, okay, yeah, this is definitely going to be the time. And I made the NCAA meet. I made it through the qualifying round.
Andretti, don't give me no shots, man.
No, man, no shot at all. That's how you play. Sometimes the best offense is good defense.
All right.
And I made it into the qualifying rounds.
Fine, good.
And I made the final. So of course now any athlete, Jay, good shot, but you scratch. Huh?
Good shot, thank you. I'll take a good shot.
So with any athlete, Jay, for me, you know, I made the final and I'm thinking, okay, once we get into the final, anything liable to happen. And Jay gone in that final. No, man,
I got it.
You got those rules too.
Go ahead.
So I made it into the final, but Jay, I came 8th. So now, in the US collegiate system, top 8 is All-American.
Yeah, 8 best.
8 best in the world.
In the world, man. Yeah.
But you know, we from the Bahamas.
You're hot last.
Hot last. Thank you.
You beat all the people to get to the final.
Thank you.
Last.
All that. You know, so I was being celebrated at school.
Yeah.
But I returned home and man, ready to get hot last.
Yeah.
You know.
What you going to school for, buddy?
What you going to school for is correct. But for me, Jay, that's still, even though it was an accomplishment in itself, becoming an NCAA All-American, it wasn't enough for me. And I kept working, and I remembered coming back that 2007 year, I went on to the Pan American Games, and I was able to get a gold medal there. And so I felt like that gave me the experience and the exposure. Mind you, I was competing at a senior level from a junior. I was the first Bahamian athlete to actually compete at a senior meet as a junior, which I did at Royal Indoors back in 2004. And so I went there, Jay, and I said, you know what? I came home to the straw market one year, that same summer, right there. I just hit that just to try to get that out. Okay?
I don't know what shot that is. I never heard a shot hit there to try and get it out.
Yeah, I just needed to move that. And I went, Jay, and I had so much faith and had so much belief into the work that I was prepared to put in my senior year, and just feeling like the timing was right. It was destiny for me to ascend to the top. I went to the straw market and I got me a Bahamian towel, I got me a Bahamian flag, whatever you could think about. And I started putting together, and go right here, I started putting together like wristbands that had the Bahamian colors on it. And I guess that kind of started the whole the Bahamian dream thing, right? And so I had a wristband for the whole year that I said, I'm going to wear this every meet. It had the Bahamian flag on it. And then I had another two that said, expect a miracle and something good is going to happen to you, right? So this is just kind of the faith that I had behind it. And Jay started training, and from off season, doing a time trial, I ran basically a PR. And I'm thinking, okay, there's no way now that I won't be able to achieve this goal. And I went there, Jay, You see, notice I'm moving around the table on
Yeah,
you, right?
I noticed. You're lulling me to sleep and think
I
about
lulling
it
you to
first.
sleep.
No
You got it
problem.
right there. So Jay went, and
My shot.
you know, I started competing, and I started that year. I was just dominating the indoor season, and 2 weeks before the indoor championships, I had just put down the #1 time in the world indoors, and I strained my quad. So now you could think about it for a track athlete, 2 weeks before a major meet. That's kind of a bit devastating. But I was in such good.
You can stay there for a while. You can stay there
You know, I
for
was
a while.
expecting you to lose at the miss, right?
Yeah.
So I was in such great shape, Jay, that my coach told me, he said, Andretti, all we need to do is just maintain some level of fitness, but at the same time, just get this leg healthy. So we went into the indoor meet. I still was feeling that leg, and you know, taking a bunch of ibuprofen just for the pain and all that. And I'm very faithful when it comes to the things that I do. And so my constant prayer with God during this time was, hey, Lord, you know I put in the work. Jeez, I should have hit that. And I was set right up. Lord, you know I put in the work. How, like, you know, I've come too close not to be able to achieve this goal. And Jay went there into the blocks at the indoor meet.
You could say nice shot. You could say nice shot.
Good job, man.
Okay.
I went into the blocks at the indoor meet, and I said, Andretti, you know what? Push through this. Even if you feel this leg, just keep going. Now, if it becomes unbearable, you just stop. So I gave myself like a certain steps. Hey, once I come out of my dry phase, if I feel this, I'm going to stop. And Jay went there. There you go.
You walk across my line of sight, man. You're cheating, Andretti.
Okay, right there, Jay. So Jay went there, and I started the race. And coming out of my dry phase, I still felt that injury. And at that point here, the life lesson for me was, I set this barrier that if I feel this injury, I would stop. I felt that injury during that time, but I said, let me try and keep going. So I pushed through that. And I kid you not, as soon as I came out of my dry phase, I didn't feel that injury anymore. And long story short, I was able to go ahead and I was able to win that indoor meet. And so for me, the lesson learned from that was that sometimes in life we set these barriers, and God just wants to see how much we're willing to actually push beyond.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? And I was so confident in my ability to win that, and that everything was just destined for that I told my coach before that race, stand by this finish line with this Bahamian flag, the same flag that I got from the straw market back in that summer. And he was right there waiting for me when I crossed that line, and I was able to take my victory lap with that. So that was like an indoor, that was an internal battle that I was dealing with going into that indoor season. Coming into the outdoor meets, I buck up against this guy from Baylor, right? Good guy, good buddy of mine. And man, charismatic, flamboyant. I talking about running in glasses, like the shades, you know.
So you talking about Jeremy Warner there?
He was under Jeremy Warner, but he had that same type of aura about him, right?
That Baylor swag.
Yeah, Baylor swag. And you know, they used to call Baylor Quarter Mile University. You want to be a quarter miler, you go to Jeremy Warner, Michael Johnson, you go to Baylor, Johnson, Warner, all that stuff like that. So this guy, man, Jay, every meet outdoors, this fella beat me, and I PR'ing. So I actually compete. I run in really good races.
You mean like you play a really good pool and about to get beat?
You'll see. I run in really good races, and this fella beat me. And regional meet, he beat me. We went into the NCAA championship meet. We were set up in the same semifinals, which is unusual. You shouldn't have two of the top quarter miles in that same semis, right?
Why are you always walking when I'm shooting?
Because I could see when you're missing, right? Right there, Jay. So that was just kind of the luck of the draw for us. And, you know, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, I could beat this fella. Just the semi-final, I just need to go there and right there, Jay. I just need to go there and execute as best as I could. And Jay, the semi-final was a Friday night, and the finals was Saturday morning. So we had less than 24 hours to recover.
Oh, sound like an injury there. Sound like that's an injury.
We had less than 24 hours to recover. And
like Tiger Woods pose.
yeah, ain't nothing happening. you missing and giving me this opportunity to come right back.
Where you want me to put this one?
That?
Yeah.
Put it there.
Okay, no.
So Jay, we went there, and man, this kid shut down on me, and I PR'd. So it's obviously I was at my best again. And my coach, Joe Dial, my college coach, he came to me and he said, Andretti, you could beat this kid. And I said, but you know, this fella was the only person who was beating me all year, outdoors. Coach said, Andretti, you just need to trust that you could go there, take advantage of the lead at the start, and he won't catch you. And I remember telling my bro-in-law, Silos, I said, wait, Silos, this is the strategy. Coach said, wing 200, wing 300, and I'll get it. Silos said, no, wait, Andretti, don't, that's suicide. You know what I mean, Jake?
I know.
Right.
I call it
I said, no soldier, that's suicide. Everything is about energy distribution and all that. And Jay, I felt like that's what I needed to do, right? Come on, come back.
Right there.
That's no shot.
It's a personal problem.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, you stop talking now. You stop talking.
Thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking now. Yeah.
Right
But
there.
that ain't gonna happen. You're gonna clear that.
Right there.
Anyway, Dreddy, so we find out about you overcoming these injuries and all that kind of stuff, man. So clearly, and you had the vision, you worked it, you saw it, you began with the end in mind, you saw it before it actually happened, and that's good. That all spoke to your mental fortitude.
Right.
You know, because you put in the work, and you knew what your body was prepared to. The spelling like, hey, well, I can take that right down there. Thank you. So tell us about the Bahamian dream. Like, what does it mean to be fit to dream to you?
So for me, being fit to dream is just being prepared in all aspects.
Come on, Jay.
Right there, straight down.
You can take that?
Of course. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, it's about ensuring that you are in the best position possible to accomplish whatever your goals and your dreams are. And it doesn't have to just be about fitness goals, but
So close! Jeez. So close!
So being fit to dream is just about believing in yourself, no matter what obstacles come your way. Just trusting and believing that the work that you put in, that you
want
will
me walking or you want me
able
cut
to. You can't do nothing with that. This is a win.
You want me walking or you want me cut it?
Walk it.
Why you want cut though? I cut right there.
So just ensuring that you are prepared in all areas of your life to be able to achieve whatever your goals and your dreams are.
Come on, Jay.
I gotta cut that, Jay.
Don't tell me your problem. So you sure that's what you're gonna go?
Yeah.
You positive? Be
I
careful, you gotta use the right English on this now.
can hit that hard and just hope that hit with an extra rag to come off of that.
Well, just hope it's not a strategy, Dreddy. Rock him up! Hey, you scratching the wrist, that's game. I don't hear nothing. You win, that's game.
That's like a false start.
That's a personal problem, my brother.
So you take that?
If I take that.
You take that?
Hey, pressure. Everyone ain't built for it. Everyone ain't built for it. The fella dreaming, but he can't dream this. This reality here. Reality here, son.
Oh, man.
Rock him up, Dreddy. Dreddy. That's not all. That's a very unique name in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Where did the name Andretti come from?
So, my parents named me after Mario Andretti,
The race car driver.
the race car driver.
Can you rock him up as quick as simple as?
Yeah, I was named after Mario Andretti. My parents always felt like that was a very unique name. And I guess it ended up working out because it was a name that was just kind of destined for speed. I had the opportunity after my NCAA championships to actually meet Mario Andretti. So I flew down to the Indy 500 as a guest of him. The late Jenny Nickel, she's a good friend of him. So she made the arrangements after seeing my interview on ESPN. She called the school one day and she said, hey, I'm hearing about this kid Andretti being from the Bahamas, and he said he was named after Mario Andretti. So long story short, she put us in contact, and we were able to meet and build a relationship from there.
You could pass the chalk, please.
Yes, sir.
I mean, sorry.
Huh? Ah. Ah.
So that should have been a good experience. Did you get to drive one of those cars or anything?
No, I didn't. One of the things that I would like to do. At the same time, I was still completing my master's at the university, so I didn't have much time to actually spend out there. It was just kind of in and out. And I had already missed about 2 weeks from school due to the Olympics being so late that year. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have much time that I could actually spend. So I literally just flew in Friday evening, attended the meet, the Indy 500 Saturday, and flew right back to school on Sunday. So hopefully one day I'll be able to get behind one of those cars and do what I need to do.
Man, it's clearly pool is not your thing, right? So, but you excelled at something that very few people, a very small population in the world, people attain. Besides just making it to the World Championship or the Olympics, you actually got a medal.
Yes.
A medal. Doesn't matter, just a medal. Tell me how did that feel?
For me, the feeling was obviously a dream come true. And I think that kind of, that what really prepared me for that, the pressure that would come along with that, or to be able to achieve that, is the outdoor NCAA finals. Because, indoors, everybody put an excuse onto it. It's early in the season, it's cold, all this, all that, and indoors is very strategic, right? Because, fellas coming into one lane and all that. Right. It's very strategic. But outdoors now is where, what they consider, that's where the big boys play. So after winning the outdoor title, and I think just even with the pressure that came with that, because obviously I was facing a guy who was beating me all year. And then when we finally lined up in the final, just for me to be able to stay disciplined to execute my race. Boy, Jay, you're moving the ball. Look at that.
Yeah, that first one I was doing. I was trying to let you win that first one because there's a camera. I want the kids see you getting beat in your own pool table, but I had to remember I have kids too, so I got to show them what daddy can do.
I understand.
So go ahead.
I understand. And just even with the whole way that outdoor race unfolded, where I followed that strategy to the T, and we came down to the line, and it was a dead-on photo finish. And the difference between me winning and or losing was the fact that when I leaned for the tape, I leaned just kind of focusing on me, and the other guy leaned looking at me. You okay, Jay?
Yeah.
You got on camera, right?
Oh, well.
Okay. I just want you to know.
Look what else on camera, bro.
Okay.
You better have a strong kick.
Yeah. So just the pressure that, and then being able to know that, hey, I think being prepared from the two NCAA meets, 14 into that. Prepared by the two NCAA meets, where the first one was an internal battle that I was facing with myself, like overcoming my injuries, and then the other one was doubt that was coming along from external pressures, right? No man doing here, Jay.
Well, you won't get no shot.
So for me, Jay, once I got the opportunity to get to Beijing, and of course, you're competing in front of 110,000 persons, flash bulbs going all over the place, and then there's this pressure because now this is being viewed globally. At that point, everybody watching this race, you can't even mess up all that stuff like that. It was just an overwhelming experience, and when I look back at it, and it all came back to that initial conversation that I had with my, but not over there, that I had with my college coach.
What is that?
The orange and white one, man. Okay. The initial conversation that I had with my college coach. Where I told him, hey, this is my goal, this is my dream. So I know for me, Jay, once the opportunity came and I was there, it was more or less like, hey, Andretti, seize the moment, take advantage of it, and make this dream come true,
And that's what you did.
That's what I did.
All right. So, Andretti ran the shirt, the Bahamian dream, sports and nutrition, lifestyle nutrition. Tell us about it. I know during the COVID time, things were locked down.
Yes.
I called and I said, Andretti, I need my supplements, man.
Yes.
You came by, you dropped it off, you delivered, so you really kept things going during the COVID environment. So tell us more about it. Tell us how people can get in contact with you if they want their stuff delivered to them as you delivered mine.
Definitely. Okay, so obviously, this whole pandemic brought about a new norm, a new way of life for everyone, especially businesses and small businesses. So persons were stuck at home, locked down, so it brought about the need.
I know you like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. So it brought about the need for me to actually go online, take the store online, that and along with the personal training services. So AndrettiBain.com is where you could find our online store. And once you place an order through the online store, I'll then be able to set up a delivery for you. We deliver, depending on how early the order comes in, delivery goes out that same day or at least next day, and it's free delivery. But yeah, so we sell vitamins, supplements, all your sports.
So you don't put it back in.
I was waiting for you to do it. We sell vitamins, supplements, immune system boosters, you name it. And then of course there's an element of personal training services and all that stuff like that offered through the website. So basically AndrettiBain.com. And then of course my cell number is 431-6348. So you could call and place an order like that as well.
Andretti, besides you cheating at pool, right? Tell the viewers something else that many people do not know about you.
I'm so kind-hearted that when I have guests, I try not to discourage them. And right now, Jay is a guest, so I'm trying to just kind of shoot at his pace and all that stuff like that, right? But honestly,
I'll take it.
For me, Jay, I'm very laid back. Outside of the need to be out and be sociable and all that for work and the business and all that stuff like that. Truth be told, I come home and I just kind of lock away, I love to spend time with my family and friends, but it's more so just like chilling for me, It's more so like chilling for me. So I think that's something that most people don't know, because they would think that, Andretti is very sociable and all that stuff like that, but my inner circle is kept very small. I have great friends, but I'm quite comfortable being kind of home. I call it Jay.
You did not call that. You did not. You cheating on camera, bro.
I'm quite comfortable just being at home and just kind of being to myself. But, for me, I feel like I have this purpose in life to just kind of inspire and motivate others to going after their dreams, going after their goals. I wasn't always the best. But I always just kept working hard, and I always kept believing in myself and my abilities.
All right, solid, man. So, Andretti, let me ask you this now.
Yes, sir.
Would you prefer a gold medal, an Olympic and World Championship 400-meter gold medal,
Triple combo.
or never, or a world record?
The gold medal. The gold medal. See, records, there's a one-time payout for a world record.
Yeah.
And then, of course, somebody else could always go ahead and win that. But then once you have a medal, that kind of stays with you for life. And it shows that you have competed on the grandest stage with the best athletes, and you were able to actually win. So definitely I'll prefer that gold medal. And what I find too in sports, it goes back to the Ricky Bobby saying, right? If you're not first, you're last. That's the reality of sports, Yeah, second, bronze, all that stuff like that, that's great. But the opportunities that are afforded to the winner, the champion, is totally different from everybody else. So definitely a gold medal.
You mean like how you gonna pour on my drinks and all that after I beat you again?
Yeah. Combo Jay.
Yeah, I'll take a combo. Oh, fella focus. Luck gotta shine once. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Idea. But one of the things too, Jay, that I could say is, I ball in my way. And get that right there. One of the things too, Jay, that I could say, even with transitioning from being a professional athlete to a businessman, is that
I can cut that, Dreddy. I can cut that.
You have to learn a lot. You have to try and benchmark off of those who are very successful in certain areas. And I say this to you all the time, and something that I have to keep saying to you is that especially in the health and fitness industry, you are one of the persons.
You sure?
Yeah, man, right there.
Okay,
Right there. Let's see. You are one of the persons, Jay, that I truly look up to, as a mentor in this. I see how you operate your J Fitness and the family atmosphere, the family environment.
Man. Big up, J Fitness family.
Yep. So and it's just you as a person, the class.
What happened?
What you mean what happened?
I said falling in the eight.
No.
I said take him down.
No, rock.
You play the tape back.
No.
Play the tape back.
Rock that.
Come on, Jay.
Rock that. That's what losers do. Losers rock, right? Rock. Jay. So I just want to say, my friend, that I appreciate your mentorship. I appreciate the example that you set, and you truly a class act, man, and you are one of those guys who truly inspire me. As much as persons may say I may inspire them in other areas, in the health and fitness industry, Jay, and just in general, you're one of those guys who inspire me, so I appreciate you for that.
Much respect, Dreddy. Definitely appreciate that, man. And like I said, it's easy to conversate with you and just to collaborate with you. Just your spirit. You have a good spirit. You're a pretty decent guy, except when it comes to competition. But you're normally a pretty decent guy. It's my pleasure, man. I thank you for your kind words. And I don't think any of us won a game straight out.
No.
It's always with the next one scratch.
Yeah.
So we can get a next game. But thank you guys for tuning in. Anything else you'd like to tell the audience before we go?
Thank you guys for all the support, not just throughout my athletic career, but obviously my business endeavors with the Bahamian Dream Sports and Lifestyle Nutrition, and then my personal training company and all that. So, I appreciate it. However I could help, I'm here to help, just to try and help you guys get, achieve those health and fitness goals that you have.
All right. Thank you. And the guy really means it. He's truly a good dude. Some people present something to individuals in public, but they're a different person in private. This is a really genuine, good-hearted young man. So if he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. If you need some assistance, reach out to him. There's enough room in the industry for all of us, so pretty awesome dude, man. Thank you, Dreddy, for coming. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next week where we're going to have another dynamic individual who is less likely to rob me in anything that we do. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next week. Jay out.